Welcome. We are ready to preview the Missouri Valley Conference Game of the Week on the Valley on ESPN. It is a February 1st Wednesday game, 6 p.m. tip-off. We are on ESPN+. It is the Drake Bulldogs on the road. Drake in third place at 7-3 in conference play, 12 wins on the year, and they are at UNI, who's in second place in the Valley standings at 8-2, 13 wins on the year. Joined by a combined 5,000 career collegiate points here. We have Allison Pullman, a second-year head coach at Drake, Tanya Warner, 16th year as head coach at UNI, and Jackie Kalen will be the analyst with me. Over 2,000 career points. She's the leader in the clubhouse, but
that
Tanya,
she is.
I want to start with you. You coached Jackie back in her days. You got another good point guard, Maya McDermott, hit the buzzer beater to get the win down in Des Moines when these two teams met in a classic earlier this year.
Well, there's very few words to describe Jackie Kalen. I do often refer to her in our program. Our program wouldn't be where it is today had Jackie not committed to us and committed to our vision and believed in our vision and led and did everything the right way. But not only was she a terrific player, but she was an outstanding student. So just a terrific leader and a fun young lady to coach. And I'm extremely proud of her. Maya McDermott, what can I say? I mean, she can score on all three levels. She can get downhill. She shoots the three with really good consistency. She has the floater. She can shoot the dribble J. But what I really love about Maya is she makes those around her better. As well as she can score, she's also a terrific facilitator.
Coach Warren, just extending on that a little bit, talk about that game winner in Des Moines, how big of a shot that was for Maya, what that did for her confidence and just for your team moving out of that game.
Well, Maya likes the big stage. Maya wants the ball in her hands, and she's going to make the right decision. Like I said, she can score in a variety of ways. And, we were able to get downhill and she hit a tough shot. But what a great game for our fans to see, the state of Iowa to see. It's usually a game like that when it comes to Drake and UNI. And I was just excited that we were able to finally win one of those, but what a terrific game by both teams.
Allison, Sarah Beth Geldner looked like she had a game winner with 3.8 left on the clock. I know Laura Leonard was like, man, that's a shot she'll never forget, spoiled by McDermott's basket. But Sarah Beth Geldner, one of a number of different weapons. You had 5 different players all score in double figures. Talk about just the balance that your team continues to bring.
Yeah, funny enough that you bring that up. I've been asked about, like watching the last few plays unfold and you talk about like Maya McDermott's runner and how that went in. And, like it's one of those lifetime memories that you'll never, ever forget, both on the coaching end of things. And then obviously for her as a player, but I'm kind of glad you referenced the shot by SB because it was also, you got to have a lot of guts to be able to take it too. And she did knock it down, but unfortunately, defensively, we weren't able to make that shot just a little bit tougher for Maya, but great play by her. So the balanced scoring is something, definitely that's a focus. And we want everybody to, we want 5 players in double figures, want everybody to look to score, look at the basket. And, in numerous games, it's proved to work for us. And, in others, it hasn't. So we'll just, continue offensively to keep that, at top of mind. And we just need to continue to get just a few more stops.
Coach, talk a little bit about leading the league in assists and being able to do that and continue, there's a big gap between that second place. And even after Megan Meyer being out for the season, an incredible point guard, and for you all to continue leading the way from an assist standpoint, just talk a little bit more about that. And if it's ingrained in you all to share the ball, or if it's something that you focus on every day.
I would definitely say it's a focus, of the sharing of the ball. And it's not like pass up the good shot for the great shot. It's more so, kind of the setup to the setup. I appreciate you, Jackie, bringing up Megan Meyer, because, she's a phenomenal player, first team all conference player, preseason all conference player on the list of things. And so we indeed miss her. But luckily, she's on rehab, protocol and working to get better each and every day. But yeah, it's just something, sharing the ball. And I also think it's just kind of having a knack to be able to set people up to, just for everybody to continue to look at the score. You're looking at the basket, and it's just all about cuts and continuation of our motion.
Tanya, Grace Buffelli really brings a lot of toughness to the floor for you. How is she kind of adjusting to maybe additional attention she might be getting from opponents as she continues to produce so well?
Well, the one thing about Jibo is Jibo never takes possessions off. She embraces physicality. She loves physicality. We really talked to her a lot about the summer about working on her face-up game. And the offense that we are now running really plays to her strength because of her ability to put the basketball on the floor for her size. She's shooting the three, a lot better than she did a year ago. She can face up, but she's really good off the dribble. And she can score with her back to the basket. Now she's starting to get more attention, doubles and triple teams at times. And now she's got to learn to kick that out and reestablish position. But Jibo makes a lot of things happen on both sides of the ball for us.
That's what I was going to ask you about, Coach Warren, is just how she's been handling that additional attention, starting to see those double teams. Is that something that she's excited about, knowing, that she might get other people open, or is that something she still needs time to adjust?
Well, I think it's a little bit of both. I think she needs a little bit more time to adjust, but I think she's adjusting well. She's not going to back down from anyone or any situation. Now what we have to continue to do is put her in those positions in practice. So now that it continues to become a habit, when she gets double, knowing where that double's coming from, who to hit, and when to hit them, and then also being able to quick scorely prior to the double team coming.
All right, we have two head coaches that are putting their kids in fantastic positions this season. Coaches, former players, former Hall of Famers at their alma mater, Tanya at Creighton and Allison at UNI. Allison, let me start with you. You played underneath Tony DiCecco. Tanya was an assistant at UNI when you played here. Talk about just kind of some of those coaches that influenced you, one, to be a better player, but then kind of maybe got that coaching bug sparked in you.
Wow. Well, I can honestly say I still remember the 15 minutes of position work that we had just about every single day. And Coach Warren was my position coach. And so I'm sure there's plenty of moments that she says, try not to do it this way. sort of thing. But yeah, I picked the perfect school for me. I loved my experience. I had a phenomenal experience at UNI, was exposed to wonderful coaches. I still continue to keep in touch with Tony DiCecco. Obviously, Coach Warren, just is flourishing and has done an amazing job with the program at UNI, and it continues to, finish top in the conference each and every year and NCAA bids. And, unfortunately, during my tenure there, we weren't able to do those things. So it is special to watch as an alum, those things to happen, especially in the state, and something for, your own alma mater. It's a special thing. But, Colleen Heimstead was there when I was there, and she's the SWA up at North Dakota State. I remember epic battles, of really just, kind of Jaime and Tanya kind of going back and forth and really just coaching us up. And, Kelly Jacobs now is an assistant coach at Wartburg, and flourishing there. So I think just, being exposed to strong women who, know what they're doing and are really, really flourishing in their sport, and inspiring women to stay involved and continue to take steps and move our sport forward. I was pretty lucky in that regard, because I had a lot of really, really strong, very valued and good leaders to learn under.
Well, Brad, before we jump over to Coach Warren, I just got to take a moment to say I feel so lucky to be a part of this game with these two head coaches. Of course, I played for Coach Warren, but Allison was coaching at UNI when I was recruited there, and I never forget, you gave me a phone call before my freshman year, letting me know that you were moving on, but you were a part of bringing me to UNI, and had just wished me the best. And so both Allison and Tanya, you both have just been such an incredible impact for so many, including myself, in the women's game. So this is very, very special.
Thanks. I want to back up and piggyback on a little bit of what Allison said. Although she wasn't a part of the first conference championship and the NCAA and all of that, she was a part, because she helped lay the foundation for which this program was able to build. So let's not ever take that for granted, because if she doesn't, and that group doesn't do what they do, then Jackie's group's not able to do what they do. And then Carly's group's not able to do what they do. And it's a consistent cycle when you have young women who really trust and believe in what you're doing. It takes a village. It literally does. So I want to go back and piggyback and thank Allison for being a part of this program long ago, and being part of the foundation in which we were able to build, because we wouldn't be where we are if she wasn't a part of that. So, and she was a terrific player. Don't let her fool you.
Oh,
Terrific.
yeah.
But did you guys catch Tanya when she said long ago? At least it wasn't long.
Well, no, it was.
Thank you.
I'm in the long ago category now.
Okay.
Yes. Exactly.
We're going to get to Tanya's playing days in just a minute. We'll get there, Allison. No,
Okay, good.
Tanya's right. Allison, a Valley Defensive Player of the Year. Her year was runner-up to Jackie Stiles in the Player.
Wait a minute. She was our team with her guarding Jackie Stiles and a couple of other people was the last team to beat them prior to them going to the Final Four. Let's don't ever forget that. So
I like that.
Come on, Brad. Do with that. And if I remember correctly, I think she played with the flu that game. And had
it's a flu game too.
So, don't let her fool you. She was very good, very competitive, extremely competitive. And you see that side of her in coaching. I love watching her coach. I love her demeanor. She has that cool collective demeanor, and that's exactly how she played.
Well, thank you, Tanya. I like I said, I learned from the best. There's a lot of layers that, you reflect upon in this position. And sometimes it does get a little bit lonely. And every once in a while, you reflect upon those moments of, cone dribbling in those 15 minutes. Like I still bring that stuff out because I'm like, I hated it. So they're going to not like it too.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, we're at that stage. If I had to do it, you have to do it. I like it. Tanya, so you played for Bruce Rasmussen at Creighton. You were an assistant underneath Tony D, Jim Flannery at Creighton, underneath Bill Fenley, Cindy Stein at Missouri. Talk about obviously a lot of great names and basketball minds. Some of your biggest and earliest influences.
Oh wow! Well, I have to go with Bruce. Not only did I play for him, but Bruce wrote me a 6-page handwritten letter when I was in the 6th grade. So I kind of knew at a very early age where I was going to go. But I'm still in very, very good contact with Bruce. He reaches out to me frequently. Obviously, Marion Washington, who was a longtime head coach at Kansas, in the Hall of Fame, Vivian Stringer, what she's been able to do, just having pioneers of the game to be able to watch what they were able to do and how they were able to do it from a distance, paid huge dividends for me. Tony DiCecco, who took a chance on me without any coaching experience, and said to me, "Hey, do you want to come and help me build this?" The assistants, everybody that I've been a part of, Brad Nelson, who's been a part of every single win that I've been a part of, Nate Oakland, I can go on and on. There have been so many people who have helped me along the way. And when I say it does take a village, it really does. There are so many people who believed in me. Rick Hartzell, who said to me when I was an assistant, if you ever want to be a head coach here, and I wasn't looking to leave, if you ever want to be a head coach here, you need to go somewhere else and get a different type of experience. And I had an opportunity, Cindy Stein, who hired me at University of Missouri with recruiting one state to recruit nationally. I can go on and on, but Rick Hartzell believed in me when no one else did. And I remember when I got the head coaching job here, and so many people doubted that we could get it done, including our own media. But for him to believe in me and say, you know what, I think you can get it done here. What Rick did for me, I owe him a lot. And then obviously David Harris and the administration and how they continue to believe. But there's so many people who have influenced me, and I'd be silly not to mention my late father, obviously, and my mom and my family. I wouldn't be where I am today or the woman I am today without so many people. So.
Well, we thank you guys for the leadership you're providing, your programs, and the entertaining basketball you guys are putting out on the floor. And Jackie and I are looking forward to this Wednesday, 6 o'clock on ESPN Plus, the Valley on ESPN. It is our game of the week. The UNI Panthers 8-2 in the Valley standings. The Drake Bulldogs 7-3 in MVC play so far this year as we begin the back nine with a good one on ESPN Plus. Thanks for joining us.